Legal advice underpinning the proposed constitutional amendment for an Indigenous voice to Parliament will be made public before the nation goes to vote. The move addresses a coalition concern as the Prime Minister encourages doubters not to let the fine print derail his voice campaign.
Advice from the nation's second highest legal officer typically remains confidential, but his views on how to best structure an amendment to the Constitution that would establish an Indigenous voice to Parliament prompted demands for greater transparency.
The Solicitor-General's advice has been hidden, and obviously that's because it doesn't suit their purpose.
The opposition accused Anthony Albanese of ignoring Stephen Donohue's concerns by proposing the voice give advice to executive government as well as the Parliament. Answering those calls exclusively on Sky News, the Prime Minister says it is now likely the advice will be made public before the nation votes.
The Solicitor-General's views are very clear that it's legally sound. He will, I'm sure, take the opportunity through the Attorney-General to make that position clear.
The concession comes following a week in which the Liberal Party determined its senior figures, led by Peter Dutton, would oppose the government's model for a voice.
And that stands in contradiction for what he said, which was that he would participate in good faith.
Backbench Liberals are free to vote how they like, but Anthony Albanese believes Peter Dutton has misread the mood within his own party.
Peter Dutton has underestimated the number of Liberal and National Party voters who will show generosity and goodwill and will vote yes.
A week on from Labor's historic victory in the Aston by-election, the Prime Minister says he has faith the referendum will succeed without bipartisan support.
Australia's political system has changed substantially, and we know that referendums are difficult to pass. It's something like 8 out of 48 have passed, but the time has come.
At the last referendum in 1999, voters rejected an Australian republic, the Prime Minister telling those who still have doubts about his proposal not to expect something better to come along if it is defeated.
Some of the people during that campaign saying, oh, well, I support the Republic, but I don't support this particular model. I want to wait for something better. Well, guess what? Something better hasn't come around in their view.
The Prime Minister is now taking a week off, leaving Richard Marles and Penny Wong to act in his place.
It is a very holy time, and I wish you a holy Easter.
Cameron Redden, Sky News, Canberra.